Folktales are stories passed down from generation to generation, like fables with talking animals, fairy tales with magic, tall tales with huge exaggerations. Even scary stories are considered folk tales. Oh, and legends about historical figures, sometimes involving magical dragon tales, myths about people with supernatural power, and superhero stories are folk tales too. Don't forget about those Hobbit adventure tales. I think I'm getting it. But what about folklore? Oh, folklore. That's the beliefs and customs of a group of people. So folk tales are just one type of folklore. Does that make sense? Yes, complete sense. Now, if only I could get rid of this pesky mosquito.
So now we watched a video about what is folk tales. We know that any stories that talk about people who talk to animal. Is this true? No, it is untrue. Our lesson 7 talking about these folk tales. There once was a man who rode a camel through the many regions of Egypt. He saw the great sands of the western desert and the palm trees in the oasis in Siwa. He rode through rural areas. Do you remember rural areas? Yes, the areas that have farmlands and people work with farming and met farmers growing cotton. He watched the boats in the canal region and visited the great pyramids in Giza. He saw the dam in Aswan. Do you remember Aswan is at what? Yes, is at south of Egypt that helps control flooding of the Nile, forming what? Lake Nasser. Okay, you remember well. Alright. When he returned home, he described each of the places he visited to his wife. His wife wove blankets. This is a blankets, and his wife wove this on loom, like that. Okay? Do you remember loom? Yes? Folk tales, stories spoken orally from one person to another, can be true or untrue, describing tradition of people. Like this dragon blow a fire from its mouth, and will be untrue. This will be untrue. Yes. So his wife waving. What's the meaning of waving? It is a way to share our culture to others by loom. She used some wool yarn and making handicrafts carpets that has traditional culture. What else? With images that people thought looked real. She wished that she had seen the amazing things her husband seen, but instead she wove beautiful blankets like this. This is a blanket and this is another blanket. Okay, she shaking out the blanket and looked like great pyramids. It has many shades of brown. This is blanket with a great pyramid like this. And a strong wind came and stretched the blanket. Okay, it will be magical blanket and fly like blanket of Alauddin. Alright, do you remember this flying blanket? Is this true? No, it is untrue. So wind come and make this blanket to fly, and this will be folk tale. The wife stepped carefully. She stepped on the blanket and visited the Great Pyramid. Is that true? No, it is not. All right.
Mosaics.
To
Today we are going to be learning about the art form mosaic, and you will get to create your own mosaic project by embedding dried beans into some brightly colored clay. A mosaic is a piece of art or an image created by assembling small pieces of colored glass, stone, or other materials onto a smooth surface. Mosaics can be as big as a wall, or even a floor. They can also be as small as a bird bath or a jewelry box. As long as you have small pieces of something and a way to attach them to a surface, you can create a mosaic. Mosaics have a long history, starting in Mesopotamia around 3000 BC. These early mosaics were made out of small colored stones, shells, and ivory, and depicted scenes such as battles and banquets. In ancient Greece and Rome, large wall-sized mosaics made out of small pebbles were common.
Okay, so we know meaning of mosaic examples. We have 1, 2, 3 pictures, all of them made of small, colorful pieces, and form different pictures like that. And this is called mosaic, as we saw in the video. So we can define mosaic is picture that made by using small pieces of materials. These materials can be stones, can be paper, and even can be eggshell. Mosaic brainstorm. We will make colorful small pieces of eggshell like this, green pieces, violet pieces, red pieces, black pieces, and orange pieces, blue pieces like that. And we will stick them with a glue on a piece of card, and to make this mosaic clip art. And it is type of art and art type of culture. Finally, lesson number 10. Culture is. We will use each letter in the word culture to write a word related to culture. Number 1, C. What's the meaning of culture? From our lesson, we know that culture means communication. Like that, culture is communication between different people. U means unique. What the meaning of unique means special. This one is a red one, and it is unique between a group from white ones. This means what? Unique. L for loom, and we know that loom used for weaving handicrafts, carpets, or blankets. T for tradition, and we know that tradition, like tradition of Noor's family, when they like to spend Sham el Nasim day outside in the park. U is unique, and we said that unique means special. R for rababa, and rababa is for making music, traditional music in Egypt, and it is type of art, and art is a type of culture. E for education, and this means group of students like you. All this group of students, they go to the school and learning their lessons. Okay, thank you, Junior 2. Good luck for you.